Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is January 17th, 2024, and it's reported that Barcelona are very close to activating a new economic lever. Also, the club have renewed their contract with one of their sponsors, and finally, Jesse Lingard has offered himself to the club. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder that today is the Barca News live podcast at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where not only will I discuss Barcelona news with you, but where I also read you guys' comments out loud, answer any questions, and get a discussion going. So don't forget, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you guys there. Now let's begin with the news because it's reported that Barcelona are very close to activating a new economic lever, which will be with the sale of part of BARC Vision, formerly known as Barca Studio. Now, as you already know by now, Barcelona sold a portion of BARC Vision to the German investment fund Libero, who failed to pay the 40 million euros, and as a result, Barcelona have filed a lawsuit against the Germans. And now Barcelona are in the market in search for new investors to buy that portion of Barca Vision that Libero had purchased. And it's reported that Barcelona are very close on completing this sale. Now it's reported that Barcelona have found two different investors or two different big investment funds that are willing to buy part of Barca Vision. And this was as a result of the many trips that Joan Laporta ended up taking to the Middle East. Now, Barcelona will have to decide which one of these options is best suited for Barcelona and which one of these options the club want to partner up with. And it's reported that Joan Laporta could be traveling to Dubai once again this week in order to finalize this agreement, and that we will know more information by the end of this week. Now, of course, if Barcelona do finalize this agreement before the end of the winter transfer market and Barcelona do receive that 40 million euros, then the club will be able to sign a midfielder during this winter transfer market in order to reinforce the midfield and make up for the loss of Gabi, who will be out until the summer due to injury. Now, as I reported previously, right now Barcelona have not decided what kind of profile of midfielder they want. As far as Deco, he wants more of a physical, strong midfielder who can play as a pivot or as a defensive midfielder, kind of a more Premier League kind of pivot, a box-to-box midfielder. And when it comes to Xavi Hernandez, he's more looking for a midfielder who can play both as a pivot and as interior, probably someone more like Frenkie de Jong. So, of course, the club will have to decide which kind of midfielder they want to sign, but all this will depend on Barcelona finalizing the sale of Barca Vision and receiving those 40 million euros that they didn't receive from the German investment fund. And speaking of the club's economy, it's reported that Barcelona have extended their partnership with the automaker Cupra. Now, Barcelona and Cupra entered into a partnership back in 2019, and this partnership was set to expire during this summer in June. However, things have been going so good between both entities that they have decided to extend the contract until 2028. Now, under this new contract, Cupra will pay around 7 million euros per season. That's an increase from what they're currently paying, which is 5.4 million per season. And it's reported that Cupra could feature on the uniforms of other professional teams that Barcelona has, such as the hockey and basketball. But the details are not yet clear because Barcelona have yet to make this announcement official. Now, this is, of course, great news for Barcelona because partners and sponsorship are a big source of income for the club. And this is something that the club need in order to get out of the financial hole that they're currently in. And Joan Laporta and his board of directors have been doing a great job with sponsors, having signed 28 new sponsorships. And now they're focusing on renewing all their partnerships so the club can continue to increase its revenue and again pay off its debt and get out of this financial hole that the previous president Bartomeu put us in. And speaking of investments, as you already know, the Spotify Camp Nou is currently undergoing major renovations as part of the Espai Barca project, and Barcelona have announced that initiative to recycle a lot of the material from the old stadium in order to decrease the carbon footprint of the Spotify Camp Nou and also to decrease the cost of this renovation. Now, the Spotify Camp Nou has already undergone the demolition phase where the entire third level was completely demolished. And now the new construction phase has begun where the foundation for the third tier has already been installed. And now the construction of the actual third tier is going to begin. And it's reported that Barcelona will be using recycled material from the old stadium from the third level that they demolished in order to build this new third tier. Now, Barcelona have had to build a new plant or a new processing plant in order to recycle the concrete and the steel from the demolished part. And Barcelona will be using this recycled material to build the third new tier, which again is part of the initiative of Barcelona to decrease the footprint of the stadium while at the same time cutting costs. And we will end today's video with the news that Jesse Lingard has offered his services to Barcelona. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, Barcelona are in the market to sign a midfielder during this winter transfer market, someone on loan for 6 months to cover for the loss of Gabi, who will be out until the summer. And it's reported that Jesse Lingard has offered himself to Barcelona and is willing to arrive in the club not only as a free agent, but he's also willing to accept whatever salary Barcelona would be willing to offer him. Now, the 31-year-old attacking midfielder left Manchester United after several seasons and joined Nottingham Forest in search of more minutes. However, his contract ended at the Premier League club, leaving him without any clubs. And even though he did train in Saudi Arabia for 2 weeks, no deal was reached with any Saudi clubs. And Jesse Lingard remains without any clubs since the summer. Now, Lingard does have offers in the MLS here in the USA, but it's reported that the British player wants to search or wants to continue playing in Europe. And as a result, he's willing to offer himself to Barcelona for this next 6 months in order to help out the club while at the same time increasing his value and to show others that he still has what it takes to compete in European football. Now, Lingard again is willing to come as a free agent since he doesn't have a club and is willing to accept whatever money Barcelona can offer him as a salary. And my question to you, would you like to see Jesse Lingard in Barcelona for this next 6 months? Or do you think it's a bad idea? Let me know down below in the comment section. So that is it for this video. If you liked it or enjoyed it, please give me a like. Also, please drop a comment down below letting me know all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time during the live podcast. And as always, Visca Barça.